So the table shows the number of year 11 pupils attending schools in Cwm Ifan, right? So there's 3 different schools, okay? And here's the number of year 11 pupils in each of them. So 690 in total. If you add them up, that's what that should come to. It says that a new youth theatre has been set up in Cwm Ifan, and on the opening night, a total of 80 year 11 pupils, okay, from these 3 schools are going to be invited to attend. Use a stratified sampling method to calculate the number of year 11 pupils from each school who should be invited. Now, you can see sort of I've started to set this up here, okay? What you need to appreciate is with the stratified sampling, okay, it sets it out fairly. So essentially then, more pupils are going to be able to go from Cwrt Hawdd because Cwrt Hawdd's got the highest proportion of year 11 pupils. And there'll be less, of course, going from Hen Clwyd then. And that's what it's about, getting the right proportion. Okay? And to do that, we look at the fraction of year 11 pupils in each of the schools. So the fraction in Cwrt Hawdd of year 11 pupils in this school are 307 out of the 690 that combine the 3 schools. Okay? So that's the fraction there, 307 out of 690. And essentially, we've got to times that then by the sample size, which is 80. So if I work that out in my calculator, okay, I'll have 307 over 690 times 80. Okay, so that comes out to be then 35.59. Now what's important is not to round it yet. Okay, 35.594. Just put a few decimals there. Okay, don't round it yet because you're thinking let's round it to 36, but we've got to be careful when it comes to stratified sampling because we might have to round one of them down. We'll see now. With Cwm High, the proportion of year 11 students there is 239 out of 690. Okay, so if I let's type that in again then. So 239 over 690 times then 80, and we get out 27.71. 27.710. Again, don't round it yet. And then Hen Clwyd then, 144 over 690 times 80. So I do that. I get 16.696, rounding it. Now, we've got those answers there. One of the issues I think we're going to have now is that all of these need to be rounded up. Yeah, so if I were to round this up and use a pencil, that would be 36, this would be 28, and this would be 17. And you know what, if you add those numbers, you actually get 81. You get a total of 81, and that's no good, because there's only 80 places, right? There's only 80 tickets and whatever, 80 seats. Okay, so that's no good. So we can't necessarily round them all up. Okay, so we've got to choose now, maybe one of them to round down. Okay. And what you do is you look at the ones that clearly need to be rounded up. So this one here and this one, I would say. Okay, this one is a lot lower, isn't it? Because the 0.59, it's closer to halfway. These are much higher. Okay, so there's more sort of reason to round these up. So I'd round that up to 28. I'd round that up to 17. But we're going to round that one down to 35, right? So we're going to say it's closer to 35. All right, it isn't. We know it's closer to 36. But we can't have that. We can't have them adding up to 81. So we do the next best thing and look at the one that's sort of closest, if you like, to the whole number before it. And these will round up, that one will round down. If you add these up then, it does come to 80, doesn't it? So then we can put our options in here then. So make sure you fill this table in as well. And then 35, 28, and what have we got there? 17.